Good morning and happy Surrender Sunday. This is Dave and I'm asking you to break the silence and embrace your voice. And here I am at the beautiful Alamo Square in San Francisco, California. You can see the city behind me, and on this side you can see the Painted Ladies, which, as we all know, are a cultural icon from the TV show Full House, which the first time I was here in San Francisco was last October, and I had no idea what the Painted Ladies were. In fact, I thought they were just paintings or statues, and I didn't realize there are these cool houses behind me. So let's take in the scenery, breathe deep, and enjoy this video, which I'm so grateful that you are watching, and thank you for all the great feedback from last week's video about ego. So first off, I want to give thanks to my team members at home, Suzanne and Megan, for taking care of business for me the last few days while I've been out here on an epic impact immersion, working on personal development, growth, and of course, keeping integrity in the sales world. So thank you, Suzanne and Megan. I could not do it without you. So last night when we finished the immersion, it was kind of cool because we went to this place called the Banyas, Archimedia Banya, and it's a bathhouse, and it's in San Francisco. And you can either be naked or not be naked. And guess which one naturally I did? It's an interesting place. It's co-ed, it's a bathhouse, people are walking around, shedding their own selves, sweating, chilling out, and my favorite thing to do there is really to go in the 175 or 185 degree sauna and then dunking myself in the 40 degree tank, which is pretty cool. And actually, one of my friends, Grant, in crew, he was able to hold himself under for 90 seconds in this cold ass water, which was like a total feat. It's awesome, Grant. Love you, brother. So something that I learned this weekend and I wanted to share with you is really about holding my own space and how I've had some challenges over the years being alone. I would equate being alone with lonely, and they're really two different things. Being alone is being by yourself, and being lonely is really just not loving yourself or not being happy with something about yourself that maybe you're pushing deep down inside and you don't want to deal with. So it's something I really worked on this weekend, and it's important to realize that, you know, we all have things that maybe we've done in the past or we're doing right now that we're not very proud, or we might even be a little bit shameful. It could be an addiction. It could be a failed relationship, or maybe you didn't act in integrity or you didn't act the way you should have towards that person. Maybe it was a business deal or a sales process that you really did some things that you just thought were kind of manipulative, or you didn't serve your client the best way. Could be that you just broke into someone's house when you were a kid and you didn't know any better. So we all have things that we've done in the past, and I think as opposed to feeling shameful about these things and being distraught about them because you know they still come up, it's best to every once in a while check in with yourself and realize that you did certain things at a time and it's what shaped you today. And if you did something to somebody, it's always a very powerful thing to bring it up to them and tell them how you felt about it. But most importantly is be okay with yourself and love yourself for it. So that means thinking about some of these things that maybe you've done in the past. Breathing in through your heart and saying, thank you, I love you. And letting the feelings come up through your body and really just sitting with them and realizing that you're human, you are who you are, and it's okay that you've done these things. And you'll learn moving forward, as opposed to pushing these things down, to just accept and realize that these are the things that made you who you are today. So self-love, it's really all about loving yourself, and that's the big difference between being alone and being lonely. And I even noticed this weekend there were times where I wanted to hang out with some of my crew members, guys, gals, and I was by myself, and I noticed I would get a little bit kind of fidgety, and just a challenge that I've had all my life. And I breathed deeply, said, where's this coming from? And just would kind of walk away, be with myself for a little while, and you know what? It was a good feeling. It was a good feeling to realize that I'm human, I'm a loving human being, and there's a lot about me that I can love. And it's even those little things. You know, we see so much on social media, we see so much instantaneous gratification, these people shooting up to the top and doing these awesome things, and then we think like, what are we doing in life? And you know what? It's the little things that you do every day. I highly recommend keeping a gratitude journal, because there's a lot of things that we could be grateful for. So maybe you took an extra step in the gym today. Maybe you tightened up a little bit on your diet. Maybe you reached out to somebody that you had a argument with in the past, that it's kind of an open loop and it's been bothering you, and maybe you know you hurt them, or maybe you said something you didn't want to, and you asked them about it and you apologize to them for it. So think of something real small that you might have done this past week and celebrate that win, as opposed to, oh, it's not a big deal. And because the nice thing and the really cool thing about gratitude is what you appreciate appreciates. And when you start appreciating things within yourself, like the little things, it's like a muscle. It begins to grow and grow and gain momentum and gain momentum. And sure enough, every day you start coming up with a list of 5 or 10 things that you're grateful for and that you love yourself. So I wanted to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being a part of my transformation on LoSavio.com. I appreciate any shares, likes, and I appreciate dislikes, because as you know, feedback is the breakfast of champions. Till next time, I am Dave. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful week.